A big hello and a warm welcome to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome to my channel. Here I have a situation where, there is ignoring happening, avoiding is also happening. But it's not happening because someone doesn't love you or like you. In fact, someone likes you and loves you a lot, and they are 100% sure that there will be rejection, or they have somehow assumed, or they have somehow figured out that, this person, she's gonna or he's gonna break my heart. It's never gonna work out. This person is too good. Oh, what happened? There is some, they sense some attitude problem. And this channeling does not mean that you have to go and start convincing them or start explaining things to them. You have to learn to let go and leave things to God. But I'm still being told to channel this situation because I want to see the progression of it. Let's see what the progression of this situation is. Okay, I won't speak more right now. Let me see the progression. Let me see the cards. Dun dun! What's happening there? So here are the cards. I'll open them. Coochie coochie. Coochie coochie baby. Coochie coochie baby. What? I wish I could show your face to everyone. You look so cute. I'm going to take the cards out in front of you all. One, two, three, 4, 5. Okay. Just perfect. So right from the very beginning, the first card itself is literally what the situation is all about, and it's this. Okay, so you can see somebody is escaping, somebody is running away, somebody is looking for something better. So they either travel away or they take some other challenge. They feel that, this is not for me, this thing is not for me, this relationship, this person, this situation is not for me, so I better look for something better. So as per the situation, the card is literally perfect. The next I can see is in this card one more thing is important, that there's a mother and a child as well. So somehow it shows to me that this person could be quite looks oriented, and he or she has some insecurity about their looks, or they have some image concerns, which means that they want to always look good in front of others, or perfect, or nice, or they want to come across as right. Even if someone cracks a joke, like just a funny thing, they cannot take it. So they do have a fragile ego. There are some wounds they have from the maternal side, and these wounds are very strong wounds. So my suggestion to you is that if you are in this situation, like you come across a person and everything is going great, everything is going fine, and some miscommunication happens, which you could even see it coming, which you even felt that, yes, there is a situation here, be very sure that this person is definitely image conscious, and they may not have liked something you would have said because that just gave them some kind of a trigger. Okay. And then interestingly, what the progression is, that this person is either going to escape. And I'm not just doing a reading for someone, who has a crush on you, looking at you from a distance. And I'm not into those vague situations right now. I mean, even those situations can turn into something serious. But I'm still not going there, because here I do see that the people are in communication. They are in touch with each other. It's not like they've stopped talking to each other. But when they started out, their connection was like very strong. And it was obviously the other person who was quite interested, and this other person was like, wow, I have to have this person, So they were literally looking out everywhere. They were following them. They were doing everything. If they had to wait, they would wait. If they had to cancel something, they would cancel. So they were like extremely into this person. But people who are image conscious, people who are very image conscious, very looks oriented or image conscious, sometimes they could be very good looking also. Everything would be fine and the other person is also giving them all the responses they want, but the ego gets hurt, and when you have that trigger, it will also make you very insecure. So this insecurity is making this person sort of run away. But I'm also, because in the progression things have changed a lot, okay? If the other cards in the progression would have been different, then I could have made some other analogy about it. But here clearly this running away, this escapism is not for long time, guys. It's not for that long. Maybe they would go away on a trip, or they would go and meet some other people. Sometimes it can be so short that it could be just going out, meeting some people, going for a party and thinking about the whole situation and thinking that maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe, all of this that I'm thinking is not true, is not real. I should not be so worried. Things like that, So now very interesting progression that the same person who was literally running away, going away, has now become dependable and faithful, thoughtful, very thorough, because maybe I would say it could be the feminine also. Maybe she has already gone through this runner-chaser dynamic with other people in her past, and now she doesn't want to do it anymore. And now that even she likes this person, and when I say feminine, again, I'm not being gender specific. I'm talking about the person who's been doing spiritual inner work, and I'm talking about the person whose kundalini has gotten awakened and activated. So then obviously their feminine side will awaken, and that's how things change. It's not about a body. Like I am a female, and I keep saying this, I think, so that other people can also understand this and not be worried about it. I am in a female body and I'm purely heterosexual, but I have a masculine energy, okay? It is very much possible that you could be in a female body, a feminine body, but your energy could be masculine, and I am a living example of that. And there are many people I've worked with who have similar thing going on with them. And you will usually, such people who have female body but masculine energy, and men who have masculine body, like male body but masculine energy, usually will get attracted to someone who's got the opposite energy. Even if you have a person in your life, somebody, a good friend, a guy who is very attractive, or a woman, like anyone, anybody, even if they are very nice to you, very loving to you, very, everything is good, but if they don't have the opposite energy, you may not get very attracted to that person. This is strange, right? This is strange. So even I did not know all of this, but when you do this, this twin flame journey, when you take the romance part out of it and you start literally studying it like a subject, like a science, you will be fascinated with how deep it can take you and where all it can take you and how much fun it becomes after that. So anyway, the progression is very interesting. From a runner to straight away a faithful person. So if you're in this situation, this guy, this girl, whosoever it is definitely going to ask you out. Definitely things will move in a very different direction which you may not be expecting. Or you could be expecting it because you have done a lot of inner work and now you're no longer running or chasing, and the moment you sense it, the moment you smell it, that maybe I have done something, like chaser-like behavior. Maybe I sent way too many messages in the very beginning because I wasn't thinking so much. Or you could be like, you were sure this person really likes you, totally is into you. So you just took it for granted, maybe. I don't know. Even if you did take it for granted, it should not have been a problem. So you got to heal that part of you, that side of you, that thinks that no matter what you do and say, it's going to be a problem. Or no matter, even if you're cracking a joke, somebody is not going to like it. So that, once you release that, once you just say, okay, fine, man, it's all right, somebody didn't like what I said. If it's meant to happen, if God wants us to be together, we will be together. If not, we will not be. So when you drop it away, then the real thing happens. So here, I'm being shown, in this case, this is the progression. And now that this person understands that, they should not have run away, or they should not have been so negative, and the other person was just joking with me, or just randomly talking, or, everything is nice and everything is sweet. 1 second, sorry. Or that everything is nice and sweet and there's no problem as such, and this person can be secure, and this person starts thinking that, no, I have chosen the right person and I'm not going to get dumped, or I'm not going to get rejected or discarded. So they slow down and they come into those faithful and loyal energies. So this is getting more interesting, because the next thing is that once this person becomes stable, and there is no hurry, there is no rushing into the relationship or into the whatever, the energy dance. The energy dance sounds better. So once the energy dance has stabilized a bit and stopped a bit, this is when the luck factor will bring in, or the recognition will happen. So this person is going to recognize you, or you're going to also recognize them, because you also don't want any drama. You don't want to do the same running, chasing game again. So if this person was acting difficult or running away, you did not do anything. You did not even get negative. You also did not take it on, like take it to your heart or take it personally. You just let it go. And with time, with situation, this person is definitely going to recognize you, and there will be emotional stability as well, because this card also brings in emotional stability. So all this is happening, this is happening because there's lack of emotional stability. Looking at the situation, the channeling and the progression. And then we have the Queen of Cups, which is like, okay, so we have running and chasing, but we have stopping over, we have faith, we have loyalty, we have thoughtfulness, and suddenly we have recognition, and then we have the Queen of Cups. Like, why? So Queen of Cups once again talks about maturity, okay, talks about sensitivity, but not in any negative sense over here. But I feel that, there is a need, or there is a situation where these two people, or these two, like dancers, I would say, they are more like, we should be wiser, we should work on ourselves. Like they have this talk that I want to do this and I want to do that. They talk about mission, they talk about their responsibilities. Also, they start acting like each other's spouse or partners, but they don't want to take any help. They don't want to take any support. And I don't know why. It could be purely for the mission, or it could be purely that they have different missions, or it could be purely that one of them is so awakened that the other wants to be like, okay, you do whatever you want to do. Okay, you do whatever you want to do, but I'm there for you. I'm not going away from you, but you do whatever you want to do. I will support you for sure. However, I also need to live my life. I need to do my things. So I don't want to create any sad story over here. And I really like you. I really love you. But I need to follow my own thing. Okay. And this is followed by Two of Swords. Here it is. Two of Swords. Okay. And this card again talks about resolving conflict. So I feel, I could sense it. Usually Queen of Cups is not a card that comes with sadness, but it does come with sensitivity. So there will be some emotional but not in a negative way. Like emotions will be there, feelings would be there. And I'm telling you, this person, believe it or not, this is my intuition telling me, is very emotional, very sensitive. Like it may not look like that. When you talk to that person or you look at their social media, they could also be very bad with social media, which is good in today's world. You know, some people are totally into it, some people are not at all into it, because either they don't care about the image or they care too much about the image. But this person is definitely an emotional person, a sensitive person, but a wise person. So they know that I am feeling bad about something, but I don't have to feel bad. I should not feel bad, and I should not turn it into a bad situation, a negative situation. So there will be conflict resolution. They will work on the conflict. They will make some strong but good decisions, and they will bring in balance into their lives. There will be balance. There will be peace of mind. There will be relaxation, because the color white, the water, and the yellow floor over here, yellow chair, this is about confidence. This is about peace, and this is about healing. And then there's a moon as well. So there is emotion also attached, and the balancing act is going on. So let me ask the chakra cards, what do they have to say, and what is the recommendation, the suggestion, the guidance that they will give to the querent, to the seeker over here. Okay? So, shuffling the cards right in front of you. All. Faith, prayer. Wow, 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 just wow. I get so excited to pick up what's there. Okay, so we have faith and we have prayer. This is the guidance. And the card of faith is very beautiful. Even prayer is very beautiful. But we have to understand that these two cards that have come out, they basically come from the intuition. Faith comes from your intuition, and prayer is coming from your solar plexus. So why have they spoken about faith and prayer today? Let's understand. This is your third eye chakra related work that you need to do. If you're in this situation, you need to have faith and you need to work on your third eye. So you should sit still, you should focus on your third eye, and the meditation you do should be more about the third eye. And that way you can build in your connection with the source, and you need to really let go. And it's really fascinating, because these are the same words that I was saying, that you need to let go and you need to completely let go, especially here. See, because usually in the past with the false twins, some of you must have really tried a lot to contact them, to connect with them, to convince them, hey, I feel nice about you, please don't feel bad, I was just saying this or saying that. These type of relationships cannot work out, guys. If your relationship is not easy peasy, if you can't say something and get away with it, or it should never be taken as very negative. Like, you can make fun of your friends, you can joke around with your friends, with your family members. Like, we roast our friends and family members all the time, especially when we all meet, isn't it? But if you take everything too personally, you get too angry, either you want attention, either you want someone to apologize to you, or, you have you're holding on to something, so you need to also let it go completely. So the legend behind the card prayer is, my prayers are answered. Now, you need to have that affirmation that my prayers are answered. So what's the story? It's a beautiful story. An old man sits on his porch with his grandson, sipping lemonade and reminiscing. He'd wanted to be a traveling preacher. He'd been all set to leave home, but his father reminded him to pray for guidance. That very night his father died, and the man realized that spirit was telling him to stay. Now his grandson appreciates the lemonade and the old man smiles. He never regretted staying on the farm, even though one would say, oh, that dream was so big and that dream would have touched many people, but maybe that was not for him, He had to just be where he was. So what is the inspiration? The cool lemonade is a reminder that there's always a plan. If you were sidetracked from your path, then you will be guided back for your true calling. We have all made many mistakes in the twin flame journey. We have hurt some people, and some conversation happened, which we still remember. We still feel bad about it. So I think with this card, we need to let it go. We need to let all of the hurt and all of the pain go. And we need to think that, instead of saying, oh, I wasted so much time, because I hear this a lot from people, that I wasted so much time for that person. I wasted this much time, that much time. I wasted 10 years, 5 years, 6 years. But actually that was your path to go through it. So even to accept that this was my path, it takes time sometimes. So you gotta accept it, and you have to stop comparing your life with other people. Maximum pain comes from that. Personal inquiry is that if my most powerful thoughts are a form of prayer, then how can I live in active prayer? Like your life becomes an active prayer. Key ideas are all prayers are answered, following where life leads, being of service and fulfillment. And keywords are clarity, destiny and authenticity. Both the cards are literally 100% in sync with the progression, because you need to let it go. Sometimes you need to let it go, and you need to accept everything how it is happening, how it is supposed to happen. If it requires you to wait, wait. If it requires you to keep quiet, keep quiet. If it requires you to relax, relax. If you feel somebody is not very comfortable in your presence, leave. If you feel somebody is not happy with you being around, then also you should leave. Like, you should never force yourself into anyone's life or heart or soul. It's okay. Whatever destiny has written for you, it is the best. And as it is, we are here for a short while. We are on borrowed time, and time is very precious. Let's not forget that. The next is faith. Crown chakra and solar plexus is what you need to work on here. And solar plexus, because solar plexus is connected to confidence as well. So very important that you work on your confidence, work on yourself. Don't worry, whatever is going to happen will be good, will be nice, will be fine. All is well. Faith is, I am more than I think I am. I think this card came in some other reading also, in some other live session. But I'm still going to read it out. Peggy is terrified because you guys are here. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it is preventing her from moving forward. I'm getting goosebumps right now, because I want to say to you all that sometimes we have heard something once. Maybe we've seen a movie, we've heard something, we've seen a video, we read a thought somewhere. But at that point in time, it did not affect us or impact us the way it could have impacted us, So we come back to it again and we read it again, and this time we get more clarity. So hopefully today you'll get more clarity. So Peggy is terrified. She can't see past the wall in front of her, and it's preventing her from moving forward. She cries out for help. The great spirits appear and tell her that she's holding a royal purple brick, thinking it's a wall. They encourage her to place the brick back in the path and ask her not to give up on life. Peggy lowers the brick to the ground and courageously steps forward. Her future lights up. So what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. If you're experiencing pain, holding on to that pain tighter will only worsen your situation. Your greatness awaits, so let it go. Let it go. See? Such a wonderful, beautiful card. Okay? So personal inquiry that you can do is that I have tremendous amount of personal magnetism. Am I willing to allow myself to shine? So as I said, let it go and you will shine, because when you hold on, like Buddha also says that anger is like a hot burning coal. You hold it on too much, you will burn your hand. So let it go, drop it. There's a song, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot, drop it like it's hot. So just drop it like it's hot brick, Narrow down your focus. Miracles are all around you. And follow your wise counsel. Connect with your masters. Ask them for help. Accept your gifts. And don't use your energy in self-defeating ways. Don't become your own enemy. Okay? So this is the time to let go and recognize your own gifts. Thank you guys for protecting us and not allowing us to give up. This is the first step. in communication and sharing with the world. Royal purple brick is a part of your path, not the entire journey. One more statement that I want to give to you all is, knowing that you cannot take anything with you when you leave planet Earth, that thought itself creates your world. Think now of the things that make you happy. So basically, live in the now, the here and the now. Just be. Alright? So I had a wonderful session. Just in case you feel you did not resonate with it much, or you feel that you need more customized personal hand holding, then you can connect with me. You can check out the description box and you can connect with me for a personal session. You can write to me at thesunamoon@gmail.com. The only disclaimer is that kindly do not share your twin flame journey in advance with me, because the session is based on intuitiveness, intuitive gifts and tarot. If you are wanting to work on yourself properly, full on, then you can get into the therapy sessions. You can book yourself into a therapy and you can get into your inner work full throttle mode. And thank you so much for your presence and for the inner work that you're doing, if you're doing it on your own. And also if you're doing it through the channel links, through the channel messages, by researching, by downloads that you get from time to time. Keep going for it, man. Keep doing it. Love yourself, love your life. Thank you so much. One love and peace out. And I will see you soon in another one.